Hi everyone, this is Dr. P. Malati Ladha, Assistant Professor of Economics, Government Degree College, Vardhanpet. Now I am going to explain about consumer theory of demand. Now we observe that what is consumer theory. Consumer theory helps to understand the behavior of individual customers, how they decide which combination of goods and services they should buy and in what quantity to maintain their satisfaction. Satisfaction has a name, utility. Assume that consumers are rational. Rational consumers want to maximum satisfaction given budget constraints. Is irrational buying possible? We will see. Why consumer theory we have to discuss. Consumer theory we have to discuss to understand the foundation of market demand. These theories explain the story behind the downward sloping demand curve. Why demand curve having downward sloping and what it will explain, we will learn in the consumer theory. Theories of consumer's choice. There are two types of theories. The first one is the cardinal theory. In this theory, utility is measurable in cardinal sense. The second one is the ordinal theory. Utility is measurable in ordinal sense. In cardinal utility theory, we can measure the utility in quantitative. In ordinal, we can just comparative. We will discuss now. The cardinal approach features. Utility is the want satisfying ability of a commodity. Utility is the want satisfying ability of a commodity. Concept introduced by Alfred Marshall, Jeremy Bentham. This is measured in utils. In utility concepts, there are some types of utility concepts. The first one is total utility. What is total utility? Total utility is sum of utility derived from consumption. Marginal utility means rate of change of total utility from one more unit of extra consumption. In equation, MUN is equal TUN minus TUN minus 1 or MU is equal delta TU by delta Q. This means total utility by total quantity of units. It is marginal utility. Understanding of total utility and marginal utility in this diagram. If we observe this diagram, if we observe this table, total utility and marginal utility both are increasing. Total utility increasing in decreasing rate of utility. Marginal utility increased and it become 0. Later on it become negative. If we go to the assumptions of cardinal utility analysis, the assumptions are rationality of consumer, cardinal measurability of utility, marginal utility of money is constant, diminishing marginal utility, and utility is additive component. LDMU, law of diminishing marginal utility. It is irrefutably true. It means the additional utility that a person derives by consuming an extra unit of a commodity diminishes. Total utility increases at a decreasing rate. These curves show the diminishing marginal utility theory. Applying the law of diminishing marginal utility, LDMU is the basis of the downward sloping demand curve. The idea of LDMU, as consumers consume more of the same commodity, They like less of it and so will be willing to pay only a lower price. Applying the LDMU to good case. Consumer rationally allocates his limited income using the law of equimarginal utility, which is condition for utility maximization decision making rule for rational consumer. If it show in the equation mu x px is equal to mu y by py, mu m in a two commodity world, mu m is equal mu of money, which is a constant. An example, consumers equilibrium. This is the table which is showing consumers equilibrium in equimarginal utility theory. Criticism. Utility is not cardinally miserable. Utility is not cardinally miserable. Marginal utility of money is not constant. Does not explain inferior goods and given goods. Failure to distinguish between income effects and substitution effects. This is the criticism of this theory. Next, we go to the practical implication of LDMU. What would happen if we had only one company producing only one good of its kind? Diversification of products. To overcome the resistance of the consumers and in order to secure higher profits, the producers continuously introduce newer varieties of the products with new design, shape, color, technique and presentation. Practical implications of LDMU. Basis for progressive taxation. As the rich have lower marginal utility of money as compared to the poor people due to greater stock of money, they should be taxed of higher rate. Household expenditure. This law governs of daily expenditure. Since larger purchases reduce marginal utility, we restricted the purchase of particular commodity as we can afford to waste our limited resources. Ordinal theory. The actual level of utility generated from consumption of a good is irrelevant. Consumers consume goods in bundles. Only the ranking of preferences is important. The consumer will try to reach equilibrium, the most preferred commodity bundle subject to his budget constraints. The theory uses indifference curve as a tool of analysis. Ordinal utility theory assumptions. Consumer is rational. Consumer preferences are based on utility. Consumer is clearly able to rank his preferences. Among two bundles, the one with the higher utility is the preferred bundle. More is better than less. If two bundles have the same utility, we say that the consumer is indifferent. Preferences are transitive. A bundle of A, bundle B and bundle B is equal to bundle C, then A is equal to C. Indifference curves is a contour of all combination of two goods among which the consumer is indifferent. The set of indifference curves that describes an individual's preferences are referred to as an indifference curve map. An indifference curve connects all of the bundles that a consumer likes equally. We will assure only two goods when using indifference curve analysis. Indifference curve map properties. An indifference curve should not slope up. Indifference curve cannot cross one another. Better bundles are to the northeast. Indifference curves will not be bowed out. Preferences in indifference curves. An indifference curve connects all the bundles that have the same utility. Higher indifference curves indicate more utility. Lower indifference curve indicate less utility. The indifference curve map is full of indifference curves. The marginal rate of substitution. The marginal rate of substitution MRs tells us how much of one good would willingly trade for an incremented unit of the other good and remain indifferent. The MRS of the indifference curve of a bundle. What is a budget constraint? A budget constraint is a straight line which shows all combinations of two goods that the consumer can buy with his given income. Example: demand for wheat and rice. Demand for wheat and rice depends upon the prices for these goods, her income, and her preferences. Suppose we look first of her budget constraint. Wheat cost Rs 4 per kg, rice cost Rs 2 per kg. Lena has Rs 40 of income. This is the mathematical expression of budget constraint of Lena. Budget line gymnastics. An increase in income only, an increase in the price of wheat only, and decrease in the price of rice only. Income doubles as do the price of wheat and rice. Note: changes in the price of wheat relative to the price of rice will change the marginal rate of substitution of a good. How much wheat and rice? Optimal amount of wheat and rice to consume is the amount that maximizes Lena's utility subject to her budget constraint. In the graph, get the highest indifference curve possible. Stay on the budget constraint. This is the how to find Lena's best combination of indifference curve of wheat and rice. How to find the best combination? Utility is maximized when the indifference curve is just tangent to the budget line. Utility is maximized when you are on the budget line and the slope of the indifference curve equals to the slope of the Lena's budget line. This is the equations of MRS. Lena wants to achieve the highest indifference curve that in her constraint budget line. The table shows the amount of wheat that Lena demands at each price. These are the points of tangency from previous sides of budget line. This shows the graph of Lena's demand for wheat in indifference curve analysis. And these are the Lena's best choice which are reconsidered in the indifference curve. In this also, Lena want to achieve the highest indifference curve in her budget constraint. Graph of Lena's demand for wheat. When we connect to the points from the table in the previous slide, we get Lena's demand for wheat. The points A and B and C. The points A and B and C corresponded to the tangencies of the budget constraint and the indifference curve. Income and substitution effects price declines. When the price of good falls, the quantity demand rises for the two reasons. One is the income effect.
Real income is higher because the same money income buys more at the lower prices. For normal goods, then the income effect of a price falls is positive. Next, the substitution effect. Consumers substitute the now cheaper good for ones whose price has not fallen. Real income had held constant. The increase in demand is called substitution effect of a price decline. This graph shows the general effect of price fall on the demand of goods. I hope you liked this class and kindly share and subscribe my channel. Meet in another class with a new topic. Thank you one and all. Malati Latha.